Well, the Pan-South African language born SANAB is in association with media research companies Focal Points and Newsclip, proclaiming that land expropriation without compensation is the 2018 South African word of the year. Well, how exactly is the word chosen and why? Well, tonight, Sibusiso Nkosi, the Senior Manager of Communication and Promotions from Pan-South African Language Board, joins us for more in studio. Very good evening to Mr. Nkosi. We thank you very much for your time. Essentially, in essence, what is South Africa's word of the year? How is it described?
Well, I think the first thing that I must indicate is that we rely on the public to give us the word that they think for the past 12 months, occupied the lips, of people within the country. So we do this via our social media for them to suggest the words, and then from there, as we've indicated, we sit down with our technocrats to look at all the words that have been chosen, and from there we do the shortlisting before we choose the final word.
Essentially, what is the criteria of choosing the words for the process to continue and then making a selection from that?
We look at the use of that word by our South African media, broadcast, press, as well as online. In this case, unfortunately, we do exclude our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, because we feel they can give us the wrong data. But as I said, we look at our media.
Let's have a look at some of the other words that seemingly could have made the list. Tumamina with over 18,000 imprints. I'm supposing this is on social media, Twitter.
It's actually about 5,000 in terms of Tumamina. The one that got about 18,000 was the one that came second, which is Commission of Inquiry.
Yes.
So that came second. As I said, this one came first with over 25,000 news. And last year our winner got about 20,000, which was state capture.
And essentially, what is the relevance of having something being proclaimed as South African Word of the Year?
Well, the issue is that we are celebrating International Dictionary Day on the day. So we are honoring our, what we call lexicographers, the people that are behind the compilation of dictionaries. So basically, that's what we are trying to do, to highlight the importance of the work that they are doing. Internationally, what they normally do, they look at new words that have been coined, during that particular year. But in South Africa, as I said, at the moment, we are trying to look at words that have been used, that have captured the minds, as I said, the discussions within that particular year.
And take us through the period that is actually looked at in determining when this word was frequently used by the nomination process, as you described with regards to popularity per se.
Well, we start from the 1st of January until the 15th of October, a day before the announcement is made. So basically, that's what we look at. And as we've indicated, that from that period until now, this word that we're talking about in the public is the one that actually won.
And in terms of the council or the organizations that sit together, who forms part of that and forms part of those discussions?
It's our technocrats, as I've indicated, those people that are responsible for the compilation of dictionaries. We have 11 lexicography units within the country looking after our official languages, sitting in different universities. Those are the guys that come together to look at what has been nominated, and as I've indicated, make recommendations that words can go further or words can not go further. For instance, I mean, the winner of the competition last year, unfortunately this year, was disqualified, although it was nominated because it won last year. There was no way that we can have one and the same word winning twice. So basically, those are the decisions that they make before, as I said, we do the announcement.
And what difference did we see in land expropriation without compensation, that being chosen as the word, from some of the previous words that have been described as South African Word of the Year? This has been a very focal point. It's been an issue that many South Africans have had their say on.
Yeah, look, as I said, the public is the one that assisted us in choosing that word, you know, and it doesn't have to be a word, but an expression, which is what we have here at the moment, an expression. There was also an issue of land expropriation that also came out, you know, but as I said, it was not the one that was nominated, but land expropriation without compensation is the one that was chosen.
And what's the importance of it? Apart from being able to put it in the dictionary, what do you think is the importance of being able to describe this and having a look at the discussion topics and the talking points around it?
Yeah, as I said, I mean, what we want to do at the moment, probably maybe as we go along, we might change to look at words that have been coined, new words, words that will, especially what we wanted to do is to include all the languages, because right now we're only looking at the media, words that were used by the media. But as we go along, we look at other languages, all the 11 languages. Probably we might have winning word in Siswati, winning word in Sizulu, etc., etc. You know, but as I said, the point here is for us to celebrate languages, is to celebrate dictionaries, is to celebrate the importance of preserving our languages through dictionaries.
And thank you very much for your time. That was Sibusiso Nkosi, the Senior Manager of Communication and Promotions from PanSALB, on the 2018 SA Word of the Year, or of course a phrase or expression of the year, the importance of it, and also notably saying that it can actually go further into being in the dictionary. We cross over now, you Francis.